Hello, we're here to do a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Mutual Energy read. If you could, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would like to hear from you, so don't hesitate to comment down below. We're going to go ahead and get started with some oracle cards for the counterparts. How I do the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reads, we do some oracle cards. We pull for masculine on this side, feminine on that side. Feel free to swap if you resonate with one side versus the other. We do tarot, we do romance angels, we do Kipper, we do love oracles as well, if time permits. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get some oracle cards for the oracle card for the masculine first. We have the warrior. Masculine is showing up with warrior spirit. We're in the energy of balancing out a duality of human versus warrior. A lot of times we don't put warriors in the same categories as humans. And I'll say this to the effect of, you have a lot more respect for those who've been in the army and actually had active combat. It takes a certain level of mindset, patience, courage in general, and I'm getting a lot of that energy coming off masculine. So let's see what's going on for mutual energy. We'll dig into that with the tarot. Let's get a mutual oracle card. Just one for mutual energy. Well, that's a lot. Let's try just one, okay? There it goes. Oath. Mutual energy is oath. Maybe even making promise, standing in solidarity. Maybe even committing mutually. Like solemnly swearing to, be this or do that, or act in this way, or, a oath requires a certain level of integrity and trust. So if I say, hey, I promise I won't eat all of the chocolate chip cookies, I'm supposed to be able to stand on that and not eat all the chocolate chip cookies. And that's to the simplest form, and it could go from grand to small levels, but that's where we're at. And I just noticed 49. That's what number is that? 49 is 13 for stability, laying that foundation. All right, one more for feminine, and we already have High Priestess of Fire coming out. Chaos. Follow intuition through the chaos, the turmoil, things that are going haywire, or things are swirling and unsure. So I think she's following her intuition on how to take action, following her passions, doing what's needed, and knowing when to move, knowing when not to move. It's just having that intuition inside and following it in what she does and how she moves in the day-to-day. 5, creating some type of change. So whatever feminine is doing, she is creating change in her passions, her actions, and whatever she's doing within her life. So let's dig deeper. Let's get some tarot. Let's talk about it. All right, masculine, let's talk about it. How we feeling today? How we feeling today, masculine. Warrior. Wanting to take action, wanting to send messages towards a new cycle, to begin a new cycle. Eight of Wands, that's communication, that's swift action, moving quickly towards something. It's, fast forward movement or action being taken, right? Let me scoot this back so I can make a little bit more space for the cards. All right, masculine, Eight of Wands, and the World. I'm getting wanting to take action towards a new cycle and doing it in a quick manner. I think he's trying to fight through something. Yeah, he's getting a new idea. He's having mental clarity. I feel like with the King of Swords coming out, he's making the decision. I feel a lot of that is him being in his head, which tells me at one point masculine may have been in Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords energy, thinking over and over again, and with the Ace of Swords, mental clarity, and the King of Swords, mastering thought, controlling where his mind is, his mindset, and how he is thinking. I kind of feel like that's the same thing. But no, in the aspects of the Ace of Swords, it is like being shown. It's like piercing through things that were going around in his head. He could have been, how you run stuff in your head on repeat, and then finally that one little thing comes through and be like, that, and then the rest of the stuff that was kind of circling around inside your head doesn't really matter anymore. You kind of mastered that, King of Swords. So it's something. Yeah. He's gained strength and balance. I feel like masculine has gained some courage and balance within himself. I feel like he's done it on his own. He's found some type of stability to where he can do it on his own. I don't think this is somebody coming and whispering in his ear, him being more weak-minded, because the King of Swords wouldn't be in there. You wouldn't need somebody whispering in your ear to get mental clarity to become the King of Swords. The King of Swords wouldn't show up if somebody was whispering in your ear. So the balance that came with that is him being strong and overcoming that, and him withstanding and holding himself back until he is in a balanced manner. I feel like that's where the warrior part comes from, because the twos represent duality. You can hold yourself back until you become balanced, but you can also resist and tame the beast and move forward in a balanced manner. So let's get some final messages or cards for masculine. We'll even clarify these. Ten of Pentacles, taking a leap of faith. Okay, so we got, I feel like masculine's in the position of choosing a path. I feel like it is a risk. He's taking a risk towards a missed opportunity. He's thinking about long-term success and stability. It's like he's at a crossroads, right? And getting that mental clarity and choosing a path, I feel like that's where this is coming from. The Ace of Swords, King of Swords, an idea, right? Having the idea to take a risk towards something, I feel was a missed opportunity at some point. The long-term success, like the Ten of Pentacles is coming out as something established and long-term, right? Because you still have the heartbreak. It's a heartbreaking situation. He's needing to take a risk from to something that he has missed an opportunity, and he's kind of been fighting himself, trying to tame the beast and move forward in a balanced manner. But the way things are at the beginning, more going towards, I want to move forward, I want to get something started, I want to get a new cycle cracking. It's like I'm choosing this path. It's him standing up and showing that I can fight the good fight, and having mental clarity in doing so is just the icing on the cake. Because a lot of times when in the army, I've never been in the army, but let's just speak to military terms. If you're in the army and you're stationed in Hawaii, and they say, hey, we gotta shape up and ship out to, let's just say we gotta go to Europe. We're gonna go somewhere in Europe, right? You kind of don't have a choice. You can't wrap your head around it. You kind of just gotta go, right? But at least in this aspect, the warrior is showing up with a clear mindset, knowing and understanding where they're going, or what's about to take place. Because it's kind of like, if you make steps forward and you don't know where you're going, it's hard to wrap your head around things and move forward in a balanced manner, to even be prepared to get where you're going and execute what you have to do. You just know you have to go, right? And your mindset isn't quite there. Sometimes it'll get there and catch up. It just depends on who you are. But in this aspect, masculine's wrapped his head around it. He's trying to be strong, having courage, move forward in a balanced manner, taking a risk towards a missed opportunity, away from something that was long-term established already, something that kind of hurt him. It's just him toughening up and stepping up to what needs to be stepped up to. We'll clarify. All right, bear with me real quick. Okay, sorry about that, but I hope it made sense with the explanation. All in all, there's movement wanting to be made to get a new cycle started. On the masculine side, he's trying to resist, hold himself back, do it from a balanced manner. He's getting mental clarity and understanding, mastering his mind. There was a long-standing situation where, his heart was broken, but he's starting to, take a risk with a missed opportunity. Taking a risk because he is bored, he is discontent, he is, feeling like he is missing opportunity. All in all, the underlying energy is him being patient. That's where the mental clarity comes from, wanting to move fast, move quickly. The balance comes within him, holding himself back and taming that beast, actually coming from a balanced manner. So I feel like if masculine was to do anything or approach anything, and I'm getting the sense of wanting to approach and take action towards the connection, but that could be towards anything within his life. So take it as it resonates. But I feel like there's an energy of waiting and being patient, because again, how many times have you approached something in a fast pace and that worked out well for you? So you gotta balance that energy out. So that's just why I'm getting that understanding from. He's fighting, he's being strong, he's fighting the good fight. He's trying to, combat himself as far as the sense of being a warrior. If I gotta hold my fingers down a little bit lower. So let's talk a little bit more about feminine. Let's pull some cards on feminine. Feminine, how are we feeling today? Taking action, doing some changing, doing some healing. Okay. Maybe even taking action towards her wishes. The star and the sun. Good. Oh, feminine. Healing. I think it's more towards her enlightenment, her understanding, seeing things clearly as well, and getting the energy off of masculine's side as well. doing the hoping, the wishing, the healing, um, but also saying things very clearly, being abundant, being happy, being free. Okay. I feel like feminine may be feeling the change, the shift. Let's see, what else feminine? Let's talk about it. Yep, introspection, getting that mental clarity, getting that understanding, wisdom. Hermit, for me, is yeah, going within about a fresh start, new beginnings, something with potential or growth, something um, to begin and plant seeds on, so it can flourish and become something even more big or long standing. Because after so long, when you get one pinnacle, it turns into two pinnacles, pinnacles turn into three, and so on and so forth. So next thing you know, you build up, and all the way you get to the 10 pinnacles, and that's something long lasting and something stable. um, I feel like feminine is spending some time alone. I feel like she is looking for the light within herself. All of these give me resonance of light, and that's from within that person. So I feel with the high priestess of fire attached to all of these, it's coming from within. I think whatever she is taking action towards, it's going to bear fruit. It's going to create a pentacle. It's going to create something within her to for her to build on. I don't want to say build. It's like she's giving birth to something, because it's something she's creating. It's something she's sparking within herself. Because all of these are lights. Light, 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 and light. The high priestess fire is light. I keep thinking of wands. I keep thinking of that match being struck. It's like something sparking within her, creating something within her. Again, a change. What's underneath the deck? Yeah, ooh, the Ace of Wands. And that's what I was saying. It's like the energy of what is being created. It's not that something is being created, it's what's being created and how it's being created. It's being created from within. It's not some a lot of people think that, oh, I did X, Y, and Z, and I did it, I did it in, a matter of 3 months, and they brag on it. But did that come from inside, or that's you creating and controlling the outer world? Um, when you create from the outer world, keep this in mind. It can be destroyed down, but this here is actually sparking a fire. Um, and it's the emotions from the past, not wanting you to stay in the past. Um, it's no longer the past. It's no longer the past. It's the actual present. Um, let's clarify the Ace of Swords. I'll take them all. Yeah, Ace of Swords cause him no longer to want to wait. This is the Three of Fire, Three of Wands. Waiting, patient, waiting for things to come in. It's also a card of travel, but it's in the reverse. With this deck, I don't consider travel. But with this, I'm seeing it in reverse. No longer waiting, no longer standing still. The mental clarity is causing him to not want to stand still. It's actually giving that Ace of Cups energy to balance things out. It's like I feel it, and if I don't, I'm gonna feel unbalanced. I'm going to feel unbalanced. I want to bring this about. I want to create this. What's the King of Swords? The Ten of Earth. Yeah. Something long term, something withstanding and making a decision about it. Like knowing that what masculine, I feel like you know, and you're making a decision. You feel like it's the time to make that decision. I feel like the opportunity is here, and why not? I keep getting it. But you still have the energy of holding back. So let's clarify that with the Strength card. Clarify the Strength card. Why are we still resisting? Or is this courage? But I do get holding back. And I feel like it's to keep the balance. But let's clarify strength. Yeah, courage, having the strength. I feel like you want the strength to express your emotions. Maybe you feel like you don't have the strength, masculine. Yeah, because you still have some. One more. Mental conflicts and burdens. It's something going on in your mind that's burdening you, though. You want to express it. It's causing. Oh, you're holding yourself back because holding back is causing that burden and mental conflict. That's why. That's why you're still holding yourself back. But it's no longer present because you have mental clarity. You know exactly what to do, masculine, which is funny because it's like you no longer want to wait. You want to present this cup of love to balance that out. And I feel like you're still holding back because you feel like expressing your emotions is going to cause more mental conflict and burdens. Which doesn't make any sense because you holding yourself back is causing the imbalance. But hey, yeah, trying to manifest. What are you trying to manifest? Clarifying justice. Eight of Fire. Trying to manifest getting on stable ground. You're trying to manifest a way to open up communication. Okay, well, I'll say this, masculine. The direct approach is always the best approach. When you start hemming and hawing and tiptoeing away around subjects and not just getting straight to it, it's like sometimes you don't really need much tact. You don't want to leave a person guessing when you're trying to approach them with the conversation. No, not saying do it with no tact, no grace, no finesse. It's don't tiptoe around it because it starts to create a level of distrust. I will say that because you still have the elemental of earth and the elemental of air, which is the Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. It's like you're trying to find that opening to create that little conversation, a little small talk, right? Nothing major, nothing big. It's like you're trying to manifest a way to express your feelings in a small manner. So just think about that, masculine. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so you may be healing. Okay, so yeah, it's something that was long term withstanding, something financial, um, something that was established caused a heartbreak, and it's like you're trying to heal from that, and you're still weighing your options. Should I stay? Should I go? Type energy. It's still causing you heartbreak at the end of the day, and anything that causes heartbreak, yeah, you're heartbreaking. You really want to balance out this connection. That's the heartbreak, because you're not sure about, healing something, or should I stay, should I go, versus I want to balance out this connection. I want to balance out and give equally to this connection, but you're heartbroken because you can't. Taking taking a leap of faith, more strength energy. You're needing strength. You're spell casting. You're trying to draw all the power within you to take that risk. And masculine, you're going to have to be a warrior about it, unfortunately. It may seem like a feat, but I feel like you're bored, you're discontent, your emotions are all over the place, and you're going to need to overcome that. And that's where your strength and courage is going to come from. Keep fighting through it, masculine. You'll get there. You'll get that new beginning, okay? All right. Feminine, clarify the star. I don't know if I did that right. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's a lot. If it's too many cards, I'm sorry, I'm going to explain myself real quick. If it's too many cards, that's too much for a clarifying card, let alone a initial pull. I don't keep them. I'll start over, because it's too many cards for interpretation. Just for one card. I don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like 1 or 2 cards is enough. If it comes out to be 3, I feel like maybe that's necessary, but 5, 6, yeah, that's too many. Anyway, let's clarify the star for feminine. Here's a Wheel of Fortune, healing. Okay. I feel you're healing because you see things clearly, and I feel with this Mother of Fire in reverse, I feel like there was a lack of passion, a lack of creativity, a lack of desire, lack of actions to be taken to turn things around. It's like you want things to turn around, you want to shift the energy, but you just don't have that spark within you. And that's where the healing comes into play. So kudos for acknowledging that. The cards tell me you're acknowledging that. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, it's like no desire, no passion, no drive, no oomph, just like blah. And healing will definitely bring that about for you, and I'm proud of that, showing up that way. You see things clearly. You're doing the inner work. Yes, feminine. 8 of Earth. You're doing the work. You're doing the healing. Let's just keep moving, because these are coming out clear of what I've already said. Clarify the Hermit. Yeah. Going within, you're going within, you're spending time alone, because internally you want success, you want that accomplishment, you want to be recognized, and you want to build successfully. You want success within what you're building. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Earth, 6 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Earth. Right. These came out kind of sideways. I felt like it was going in reverse, so I'm going to go with the energy it gave. But the Ace of Pentacles, you don't want any missed opportunities. You don't want to lose out or reject what's put in front of you. You want to accept what's being given, what's being dished out. Let's get one more for the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're making a decision call to go after what it is that you want. Two of Wands. That's simple. That's clarifying again. Hierophant is spiritual. It's you're being guided. You're being shown. It is what it is. You've learned the lessons, and you're choosing the path of the Hierophant. You're choosing what the divine has shown to you. What's the Six of Wands? Ten of water. Okay, so it's three. Ten of water. 10 of cups. Yes, you want a successful emotional completion, fulfillment. You want a successful everything. You want to be successful and be emotionally fulfilled in what you do. Now, I do feel like there is an energy of taking action, causing some type of fear. And I will say this, that the energy of fearing success should not be present. So continue to work on that. See why you feel like you don't need to be successful. Heal that part of you that makes you not feel as passionate or as confident. And that may have be a part of the Queen of Wands as well. Queen of Wands in reverse is not confident in herself. She's quite codependent. She may be, she may have low self-esteem. A Queen of Wands in upright has all the self-esteem. She knows who she is, and she has drive and passion about it. You have Queen of Wands over here. Clarify the Hierophant. I'm trying to move because I want to make this over an hour. Hierophant. Okay, so you may not be able to make a decision just yet. Yeah, because you may still feel an air of betrayal. But what's the... Yeah, you may be holding back emotions. You want to turn that around. Yep. Heal. You want to heal that quickly, okay? In order to get things to shift for you in your favor, do it from the inside. Heal. Things will start moving in a rapid pace. Yeah, there we go. You follow your intuition. Follow your emotions. How do you feel about certain things? I know that they may be deep and kind of hidden from you. Certain aspects may be hidden from you, so you may not be able to see everything quite yet. Nine of Wands, setting yourself. Okay, so you may be needing to ask yourself some questions from within. Look at the dark and the light of certain things that you're going after. Masculine and feminine as mutual energy. That's too many. Yeah, you may be deceiving yourself about certain heartbreak, certain pain that you may be feeling. Let's think about why we want to move fast. Let's get some clarity about what we are truly manifesting. Knight of Air. Yeah, we may not be using our discernments at this time. Okay, so you guys do want to move forward, and you are letting your defenses down. I will say there's still a mental conflict. Outwardly, as a person, I'm getting mental clarity, mastering the mind. I do feel like the air of holding back on masculine side is coming from, once he does express himself, is going to create another set of mental conflict and burdens. Feminine still has fear of some type of success. So we're not on our mental parts levels of where we actually need to be. Yes, we have the King of Swords come out, but there's the Queen of Swords and in reverse here. Queen of Swords in reverse tells me discernment is not quite being used. We do still have the Three of Swords here mutually in the upright and the Seven of Swords. So maybe deceiving ourselves about certain heartbreaks that may still be present. As well as I see there's the Ace of Pentacles again. I see the guards being let down. You are moving forward towards this connection. However, we want to reevaluate a few things before we take physical action. Um, so yeah, you guys are letting your defenses down because you guys see the connection for what it is. Page of Cups, still emotional, but a little scared, but feeling independent and stable inside. So I don't get the. Okay, you're trying to navigate. Okay, you're trying to navigate and get your mindset around it. A lot of things, and that goes back to my analogy that I used about the army. You know, you gotta wrap your mind around where you're going, because sometimes if your mind isn't wrapped around it, you may not function properly when you get there. So I will say we gotta get our stability, get our minds wrapped around where we're going and what we're about to do before we take some oaths here. What's the Queen of Wands? Five of Earth, Five of Pentacles. You're attracting things. You're wanting to draw it in. You want to take action because you feel a sense of lack. So that goes back to some healing, some discernment being used at this time. Being patient. We're still being patient. It's like you want to choose which direction you're trying to go. Yeah, because there's still some conflict here that needs to be tempered out. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, we want to choose a direction because there's still some conflict that just needs to be resolved at this time. Be patient. Three of Cups. I mean, reconciliation on top of reconciliation. Emotional harmony. Clarify the Empress. Chariot in reverse. Nurturing yourself. Nurturing the connection. And how do we nurture the connection? Not making any movement and taking emotional stock. It's time to evaluate how you truly feel and what you truly want. Masculine and feminine mutual energy before we get this new cycle started. We must nurture ourselves before Empress. I'm sorry, this is our World card and our Empress card in this deck. It's just a repeat message. Let's get some romance angels real quick. I know I'm kind of rushing and I ain't quite show the cards, but they're there and they came out when I shuffled. So I'll try and do better on the next read as far as timing. I get a little preachy. I get a little wrapped up in the story. I get a little excited when I see good things come out. It's just, sorry, it's me as a reader. So, hey. All right, there it is right there. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy and worth waiting for. As I said, underneath the deck, children may be affecting this connection. So the worth waiting for, that's where we get the patience. And that's where we also, did we have it somewhere come out for masculine? Him not wanting to wait. Okay, yeah. It's like, I don't want to wait. If I express and offer this love, I'll balance everything out. But then you also have the issue of expressing your love and setting your passions free. It's going to create some more mental conflict and more burdens. And I don't think that that's something that masculine needs to worry about, because what's going to happen is going to happen, and sometimes we need to be put in that emotional space in order to feel what we need to feel. Sorry about that. Okay, so for mutual energy, calling in your soulmates, your prayers, affirmation, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, so that goes back to past heartbreaks, following your intuition, trying to navigate and get mental clarity. You're trying to tap into your intuition, right? With the High Priestess showing up, you both are moving in silence. I guarantee you on both of these aspects, you're not in communication. You're not talking about the relationship. You're not discussing where you're trying to go. You're just trying to move forward. And externally, you're nurturing yourself. You're taking care of yourself. You're doing what you need to do. However, internally, on the aspect of not taking action, not energetically moving forward, and actually tapping into how you feel is what's going on. And while you're doing that, you're bringing in your soulmate. You're attracting them. And it's like you're bringing them in. You're bringing in their own masculine and feminine part. You're bringing your counterpart in because you miss them. You feel without them. You feel lack. And we have to be clear. We're not thinking clearly enough. We're getting downloads, but we're not using them in a discerning manner. Because there's still some deception surrounding a heartbreak. We know that we are maybe not being honest about our own pains and heartbreak. So I will say, keep that in mind. It just says calling your soulmate, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That's where you take control. You start looking at how you feel and what you're doing and taking care of yourself. And hey, I understand, but you gotta wrap your head around where you're going. And the only way we can do so is to think clearly and see clearly. And the only way to think clearly and see clearly is when we heal, when we look at ourselves, when we nurture ourselves, when we take our own time and pause and take accountability. We got codependency over here. Why do we have codependency for masculine? That may be a control thing, That goes back to, what if I express my emotions? That's going to create even more confusion and burdens. Why are you trying to control that? You're going to get confusion and burdens no matter what. For feminine, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. We've already discussed that. What do you want? You cannot be afraid of success. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Hyphen out here twice for feminine. It says give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So, if that is truly what you want, that is truly what you will work for. So do not be afraid of success, feminine. Alright, so let's get, we're going to do Kipper today. I was going to try and squeeze in the love oracles, but unfortunately, we're out of time. Alright. Codependency came out with imprisonments, keeping you locked up. Passions, message of concern. I feel like that codependency is control. It's keeping you stuck, keeping you bound. The passion, expressing your heart and soul. It says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And I'm rushing and stumbling over my words. Forgive me. But it says a message of concern. And why is it a message of concern? Because you feel like it's going to cause more conflict and more burdens for you. And that may not be the truth. You may be deceiving yourself because of past pains. Worth the wait, great fortune. Hey, if you take your time, don't rush it. You don't have to worry about it. You may be fighting yourself right now, masculine, for control. Calling in your soulmate, mature woman. I always equate mature woman with the Queen of Cups, intuitive, balanced, and emotionally stable in more than one way. Free yourself. That one came out first. It's time to take back control of your life. You may be stuck in the house a lot. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together that may have been taken away from you in certain aspects. Very soon, community, decide what you clearly want so that it comes to you now, community. I feel like that has something to do with how you show up. Like, if you want masculine to return or you want reconciliation, you have to have a sense of community. You're showing up for each other, but it's like you act like you're scared to have success. You don't want things to be successful. You're being fearful of that, and you're holding that close to your heart. Being scared, it's not. There's no sense of community. That's a sense of hoarding. So keep that in mind. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. Lovers as the card, and it says give your relationship a chance. Main female, you are the main female. I mean, it is what it is. You may feel concerned about giving the relationship a chance, but I like to close these out with the message of always keep a positive mindset. You know, what you think about, you bring about, and being positive in all aspects, whether it be, hey, I want this, and not being ashamed about it, hiding it, or, being concerned about expressing yourself. It should never be on the table, but our past fears and deceptions bring that about. But hey, we gotta go through to grow through. But thank you. That's all I have for you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye. Thank you. See you guys later.